Altruism literally means other-ism. It is the ism of others, the ideology of others. That is, it's the ideology that says that your duty, your responsibility, your life belongs to others. Altruism is often used as meaning charitable, benevolent, nice, good to other people. That is not altruism. Altruism is not that at all. Altruism is about self-sacrifice, giving up what's important to you for the sake of other people's well-being. Other people, and the more stranger they are, the more removed they are from you, the better.
The less they deserve it, the better.
I mean, think about how our culture views this. Take Bill Gates. There's Bill Gates who's created this enormous amount of wealth, enormous amount of prosperity, obviously he cared his own life, made a lot of his own life, made millionaires of thousands of people at Microsoft, created, the computer revolution that we have today is only because we're standardized on a platform, we can have the internet. Without Bill Gates, a lot of that would not have happened. So as a businessman, moral, is he a moral guy? He made a lot of money for himself, but we don't really consider that a big deal. But why is he a good guy now? Because he's giving it away. So we place a moral emphasis on his charity. I mean, it's really nice that he's giving away, fine. It's certainly his right to give it away, it's his money. But that's where our moral emphasis is. He's giving it away, therefore he's good. Is creating the wealth? Morally neutral at best. Right? And notice where he's giving it to. He's not putting the money into Seattle, where he lives, to make the world that he lives, the united way around him, to make it. No, he's choosing the most remote places in the world, the most detached people from his own life as possible, to prove how much of an altruist he is. Because he wants that moral credit. He wants us to think he's a good guy. The way to think somebody's a good guy is to be as selfless as you could be. So he's trying to be selfless by choosing causes that are far away from him. There's a lot to do to improve America if you want to be charitable. Why are you looking at the most distant places in the world to do it? I think it has to do by this focus on selflessness, this focus on sacrifice, and on the well-being of other people rather than you, your family, your community. That all sounds way too selfish. How about we do these last question?
Yeah. And then if you want to ask closing remarks, so you.
All right, if you do this, I'm going to bring it back to the political front, to the last meeting. My question is, there's a lot of outreach for these ideals to the colleges and universities and schools and building on ideals. Is there anything similar, an outreach to the politicians? And I think that there's so many people in this country that knows that something's really wrong. Is evidenced by the healthcare, town hall debates, but they don't have a voice. They're going to, end up as Joe the Plumber, on the front page. And the politicians don't seem to be getting it. There's a groundswell in Charlotte that is trying to, put money to back new candidates for office. But when you look at their platforms, it's the same old Republican, lower taxes, smaller government. It's just not resonating, but that's not the answer. I think there's a lot of answers here. Is there anything that you can do to outreach to politicians?
It's a lost cause. Politicians are the last people who are going to get it. We get the politicians we deserve. We vote for them. We elect them. We can't run away from them. The way to educate politicians is to replace them. Or, if 55% of a district believes in something, the politician will believe in it too, because that's the way he gets reelected. Now, if there are people out there who are more intellectual, who are more open to ideas, sure, we try to interact with them. But that's not where you're going to see change. You guys need to change. You guys need to advocate for the right things. You guys need to be active. You guys need to vote for the right candidates and go to these town hall meetings and do what you can to make your voice heard, because the politicians are just your mouthpiece. If we've got socialist politicians, if we've got Barney Frank, it's because the people in Barney Frank's district agree with him. He's representing them. Now, I think he's a particularly bad guy and a manipulator, and he probably manipulates them. But if they really believe in something something opposite, they kick him out, right? So it's us, the people. We're the ones who are going to have to stand up. We're the ones who are going to have to change our direction. In some cases, change our values. In some cases, fight for our values, stand up for our values, and go out and force the politicians to change. What the politicians don't lack, Atlas Shrugged is a book that many, many politicians have read. And I once saw one of the leaders of the Republican Party today claims to be a huge Ayn Rand fan. And he agreed to meet with me, and I go to his chamber, And my first question to him was, okay, you're an Ayn Rand fan. Why don't you vote that way? The problem is not education. The problem is they have no moral fiber, and the reason they got elected is to represent people who are middle of the voters. A lot of the Republicans are middle of the voters. A lot of Americans want lower taxes, but they also want benefits. They also want welfare continuity. They also want Medicaid continuity. They want to have their cake and eat it. So we need a radical change, and we need to be able to say, no, Social Security is morally wrong. It penalizes responsible people who save, and it rewards irresponsible people who don't save. It's a pyramid scheme like Madoff schemes. We're forced to participate in it. It's morally offensive, and it should be done away with. Not privatized, not a little bit, but it's morally offensive. When we, as the voting public, have the guts to stand up and say that and vote that, then the politics will